Hey y'all, it's me Alex. Today I wanted to do a tutorial on this look. I had done a little poll on my Instagram stories about a week ago-ish. I wanted to do a funky color contour and I was trying to decide between purple and blue. Most everybody, except for a couple people, voted on purple. Maybe in the future, probably not too soon because I have a whole bunch of other ideas. I might do a blue one too, but this was the biggest vote. I was just planning on doing it just for the day because I felt like doing a funky contour shade, but then I got a lot of people who were asking me if I was going to do this as a tutorial, and now that I know that this is a thing that works on my face, here I am with a tutorial. So I'm using two palettes. It's the Urban Decay Electric palette, which is like on sale for like 15 bucks off of the Urban Decay website. I'm kind of trying to restrain myself from getting a third one because I already have a backup of this palette, and I know it's being discontinued because Urban Decay is just doing that with all of the palettes that I love. And I'm also using the Kat Von D Alchemist palette, which is, as far as I know, it's still available full price from Sephora and Kat Von D Beauty. So this is a surprisingly simple look because I'm basically just switching out my regular contour and blush and highlight shades for something that are a bit more colorful. So if you want to see this really easy way to do like a bright colorful contour look, then I'll just get started. Okay, so I already have my brows done, which you can see here, and I'm really glad that my bangs have grown out a bit simply because I was like not paying attention as I was doing my brows and I kept digging and digging into the dip brow, and I was not paying attention to how much product I had on my brush and it is putting it on, and then like bold brows are a thing that are now on my face. And also what I had done in the original tutorial, I had put a little bit of Jilted onto the tail of my brow, which I'm not going to do in this simply because you can't really see my brows at all, but if that's something you want to do, then you can go ahead and do that. I'm going to apply my NYX HD Eyeshadow Primer because what else would I ever use? I'm just applying that all over my lid. I'm doing my eyeshadow before the foundation, just, you know, in case of fallout, but it'll only be the stuff that's on like the upper lid part. So I'm going to take Urban, which is the dark purple shade here, on an e.l.f. Professional Blending Eye Brush, and I'm going to start off a halo eye by putting that right in the crease, but don't worry, we are going to be blending it out, and I'm putting it also on the outer and inner corner of the eye, and I'm gonna tap it a little onto a more fluffy brush and use that to blend it out. And don't worry, it's gonna look weird for a bit, but we like to live in the weird here. And now I'm going to take the shade Jilted, which is the one right next to Urban right there, the more berry tone shade, on an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush and just really pack that onto my lid. I'll also note really quick that in this palette the purpley pinky tone shades do stain a bit on the eyes, so if you're gonna do this, you know, make sure you're gonna be wearing makeup tomorrow too so that you don't look like you've been out doing something that you shouldn't. And I'm gonna blend that out with Urban a bit more. If you want to apply an inner corner highlight here, you can. I personally am not going to, just because, I don't know, I like it a little bit more dramatic with the halo eye like this, but you know what, you can do whatever you want. I don't mean that in a passive aggressive way, I mean like legitimately you are a person who can make your own decisions and can do whatever you want with your own eyeshadow look. You don't have to listen to me and do everything that I say, but this is just what I'm doing and how I recreated the look, and wow, it's not that deep. And I'm very quickly going to take Pink Opal from the Kat Von D Alchemist palette, and I'm going to apply that to my brow bone. And now before I finish off the eyes, I'm going to go take care of my foundation, which is very boring, but if you really want to know what it's like, I'm going to do a little get ready with me later in the week, so you'll get to see it then. But for now, I'm gonna go do that off camera, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I've done my foundation and I am back, and it is time to finish up the eyes. So I'm going to go back in with Urban, again with the blending brush from e.l.f. and I'm going to do basically the same thing that I did on the upper lashes, where I put it on the outer and inner corner. And I'm just gonna blend that out on the outer corner just a bit. And I'm going to take Jilted and put that in the center and really kind of blend it in between the two. Now I will curl my lashes using my Ardell eyelash curler. And I'm sorry if the lighting in this video is changing. It's like 3:30 and daylight savings time is a thing. That annoys me. And for my mascara, I'm going to use my Urban Decay Perversion mascara. I also used lashes for this when I did the original look, but I actually have those same lashes saved for another look that I want to do. I think they're like not quite as essential to this look as they would be to that one. So we're just gonna go with some mascara, but the lashes that I used were the Ardell Dramatic Wispies, and I'm really obsessed with them right now. I'm not a false lash person, but I think they're making me one. So now for the part that I think everybody was really interested in with this video, the contour. So I'm starting off with Urban from the Electric palette, and I'm taking that on this Wet n Wild contour brush, and as you can tell, it probably has a bit of product left over. It's not as dirty as it looks, but there's still a bit of product left over from when I had done a traditional contour yesterday, and I actually really like doing a colorful contour that way, because that way the color will kind of blend more with the natural like shadows of your cheeks. Well, I mean, it's not gonna look natural no matter what you do, but you know what I mean. So I'm gonna take a tiny bit of Urban, and you don't have to go like deep into it. You only just have to get a little bit, and this is something that you really have to build up. And so I'm just putting that in the place where I normally put my contour. And you can do this on your cheekbones, on your forehead, anywhere that you would normally contour your face. Usually I just contour from like here down, because bangs, I'm not putting in the effort to do that to the rest of my face. I mean, you do whatever you want to do. And we're just starting off very small, obviously. And I had actually done a similar look about a year ago that I showed on my Instagram for something for my stage makeup class. We had to like create a Shakespearean character, and I had chosen like one of the fairies from the Midsummer Night's Dream. And so I had done like colorful contour, but I actually made it like my neck contour like green, so it could be like the stem of a flower and this be like all orchidy. That's not what I'm doing today, but this is kind of where I got the idea from. And you really want the contour especially to be concentrated towards the back too, so it looks more naturally. Again, nothing is going to make this look natural, but I'm also taking like the leftover product on my Real Technique sponge, and I'm going to use that to, you know, make it a little bit more refined on my cheeks by just taking it along the upper and lower parts of that to kind of blend it out and make it look, I don't know, more all in one place. So I'm going to do that along my nose as well. I'm using a Wet n Wild large eyeshadow brush for the nose part. And you can even kind of blend that up into your brow bone if you want to. And I'm gonna take that along my jawline as well. So now for my blush, I'm going to take Jilted. And we're basically like working with these two colors. We're going to use a little bit of Savage too, but I think all three of those colors work really well together for this. And I'm just taking it again very lightly. You're going to want to build it up on just like a large blush brush to really kind of blend it out. And you're going to start more towards the tops of your cheekbones too for this, as opposed to starting right down on the apples of your cheeks. That way it blends out a bit better. And it doesn't look like super concentrated on one area. And I find that this also helps to blend out the dark purple too. And I'm just gonna take a wee bit of Savage on that's the pink shade on that same brush and just kind of dab that towards the top and blend it the heck out. And if you find that it gets too far up onto your cheekbone where you normally put your contour, you can just blend it out with some leftover foundation. So now for my highlight, I'm taking the Kat Von D Alchemist Palette. I'm gonna take a combination of Amethyst and Opal, and I think that provides just like a good combination of colors. And I'm going to put that first on my cheekbones, and you can really see the nice iridescence that that provides. And I'm also going to put it on my nose, but I'm gonna concentrate more pink on my nose. I prefer to have the more unnatural highlight shade on my cheeks and have it look a little bit more natural on my nose. When my bangs aren't as long, I like to highlight all the way up here, so I might as well just go do that too. I like to bring it up to right above my brow, but not go any further than the arch over. So to finish it off with the lips, I'm going to take the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in Susperia, and I'm gonna put that on my lips, and then we're gonna do a little lip topper type situation. Which are the lips. Okay, so I think that's dry enough for me to do something with. Either way, I'm going back in with the Alchemist palette, and I'm taking a little bit more Amethyst than Opal, but still, again, a combination of the two. And I'm gonna put that more towards the center of my lips. I'm not gonna do it all over because I think that would just be a lot when we're already doing a lot with this face, but I still think it would be really cool to kind of just add a little bit of iridescence to the lips to kind of go along with the rest of the face. I'm just gonna use my finger put a little more on than I meant to, but I still think that this turned out really well. So anyway, this is the finished look. Alright y'all, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe down below if you want to see more videos from me, and I will see y'all in my next one. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye!